Hi, my name is Susan. This is my special occasion speech. So, when most people just praise celebrities for being celebrities and they don't really take into account the struggles or what it took for that person specifically to get to where they are among the billions of people around. So, today I will be talking about Stan Lee. So in his childhood, he lived in small apartments and barely had enough money to pay for a place big enough for him and his family. He wanted to be a writer, and his dream was to write what he thought would be the great American novel. He graduated high school early at 16 and a half years old, and from there got many jobs writing for places, and eventually he started working for Timely Comics because of his uncle and his cousin. He pursued writing there and helped create some comics there. One of his first being Captain America, but under a pseudonym because he did not want his name to be associated with comic books that at that time were disgraced, and people didn't really see it as a good way to make a name for yourself. He created a lot of characters up until the golden age of comic books that just took off, and more and more people started reading, and comic books boomed in popularity. In 1942, however, he joined the military to fight in World War II, and he wrote manuals and training films or things like that, or fixed communication device for the military. And even being in the military, he still met the deadlines and created content for Timely Comics, and was almost sent to jail because he tried to not miss a deadline and broke into the mailroom. Nevertheless, he kept going, and he broke the typical superhero archetype of this perfect person, perfect, almost godlike person, and he made them humanized. He gave them traits, he gave them flaws, he gave them things, he gave them problems within themselves, within each other. They would fight, they would argue, but people loved that even more. And he was rejected many times from creating certain heroes such as Spider-Man. At first, people thought it was a really, really bad idea, until eventually his editor was like, you know what, we're going to use that idea, and it became such a massive success. The comics did great, and he made movies, but along with all the popularity came some problems. He got abused by two former workers that worked with him. They took advantage of him, and they tried to steal his money. And this is something very important because many people don't really know these things, but he still kept going, and he still tried his best, and he still was able to succeed as much as he did now, even though he had even though someone was trying to take his money and take advantage of him and isolated him from the world, he still kept going, and he still didn't give up. And that is truly what I admire most about him, that he kept going and he followed his dream, and he did a huge impact on this world.